Everyone asks, how long does it take to become job ready in tech? For me, it took about 9 to 12 months of steady learning before I could ace my first job. I was not from a computer science background or any technical background. I studied history, but I was able to stumble on HTML, CSS, and JavaScript. But I was of this opinion at that particular time as a beginner that if I could learn HTML, CSS, and JavaScript, I could become job ready in the next 5 months. But the reverse was the case because I started applying for job at my fifth month, and it feels as if I was not getting what I wanted because I was going to apply for over 20 jobs per day and I was not going to get feedback from the HR. I was thinking that, oh, maybe I was not good enough. My CV was not well tailored, so I decided to learn mobile app development. I started learning React Native, and in the next 2 months, I built projects and I started applying for jobs. But the same thing occurred. I was unable to aim that particular job. At that time, I was becoming frustrated. Imposter syndrome was setting in, and I was about giving up on tech. And my friend told me about full stack development. Oh, you can become a front-end developer, and as well as a back-end developer, you can give it a try. So I decided to learn back-end development, but I still applied for that particular job, and there was a lot of rejection, and I was tired. But one thing that changed my mind and stuck with me forever was that my mentor, on the other hand, he had about two jobs. One is a Nigerian job and a USA job, and he was working as a front-end developer alone. Imagine me having three skills: front-end, back-end, and mobile app development, and my mentor just having one skill. It made me realize that why should I just not just focus on one particular skill, learn it from the ground up to become a master of it, and that was what I was able to do. In less than 6 months, I was able to get my first job. So I know that a lot of people are going through this thing. One thing I have discovered in tech is immediately you land your first job, the others will not be a problem. You could even get multiple jobs, but having to land that first job could be the problem at first. But immediately you just land that first job, it opens doors for others. So you might be doubting yourself. You might have been learning for a long time. You've not seen a job. You're already having imposter syndrome. You're already switching different roles from front-end development. You're now going into mobile development or even down to QA. But trust me, this is a process. Nobody tells you about the worst days of learning and not getting what you are learning in tech. Nobody tells you how bad it is when a job is not coming and it feels as if the world is coming to an end. But trust me, if you can focus on one skill, remain consistent, continue building a portfolio, one day that job you have been looking for is going to come your way. And after that job comes your way, it opens more opportunities.